Welcome back to Crisis with Kira
and Isis. Happy October 1st.
Yes, welcome to October.
Ooh. Would you say this is one of your favorite months?
Yeah, it's also my birth month.
Ew.
So it's the best month.
What's the birthstone for October?
It's either like opal or this like light pink stone. There's like two for some reason.
One.
Yeah, they have two for some reason. I personally like opal better. So.
Mine's ruby, which I personally don't like that much because it's so red.
Yeah, but like on your candle, your senior candle, it's light pink.
Oh, the pink one. Yeah, I forgot about that. So in my sorority, our littles give us a candle
at the end of your senior
year. And Kira got me this really cute candle.
And they you're supposed to decorate it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be special of some sort. So everyone should look essentially different ideas. Kira actually got me one of those
I don't know. It's just like a pillar candle.
Like a pillar
candle.
Because there's nothing wrapped around it.
Yeah,
and then it has like
wax.
A plate and it's decorated with like these pink and red stones. And the red stones is because of July and ruby, and the pink stone is because of October.
It's also like I wanted the base to be a beeswax candle to represent me, and like gems and gemstones to like represent like you.
Aww.
The like glitz and glam, the like earthy and the
gaudy.
So we're gonna talk about 5 things we love and hate about October specifically.
Very specifically.
Oh, we also don't know what each other put.
Oh yeah, no. So this is gonna be a surprise to each of us. I'm gonna dim my screen so you can't even read it. Okay, let's start with the things that we love then.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You have the honors.
Okay, so in no particular order, first on my list is fireplace season and candles.
That's very cute.
I love fireplace for your home. And September, still too hot. October could still be hot, but it's now like acceptable vibes-wise. And it probably is starting to cool down enough.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you can't, because I don't use fireplace for your home in the summer.
That'd be ridiculous.
And October is the first month. I can fucking bring it back, and it's so good.
I also feel like candles vibe hit different. Like, I use them year-round, but, like, it's not incense season. Incense are, like, good for, like, the spring and the summer. Mm-hmm. And candles just really hit in the fall and winter.
I don't burn I only burn candles in, like, fall and winter. So, I just started burning candles again, and it's so good.
I like it. All right, first on my list is boots, knits, and leggings under skirts.
Ooh! See, leggings under skirts, I don't know if it's I feel like they're more just necessity.
Yeah, but I like it.
You do?
Yes. Because I feel like not enough people do it, first and foremost.
Yeah.
I feel like prettier in skirts and dresses anyways, because stockings is not it.
Do you like leggings better than your bare legs rubbing together?
That part. And I just feel like cozy. And then you go home and you just take off the skirt.
Uh-huh. No, I'll literally wear sweats under long skirts.
Yeah.
Like pajamas, roll out of bed, throw on Oh my God, the spirit of Halloween is in my throat right now.
So anyways, and then boots, because I love wearing boots. I think they're the most comfortable pairs of shoes I have, but they look so stupid in the summer.
Yes. Ew, I know. I can
Unless they're cowboy boots.
I can never do boots. I even have a hard time doing cowboy boots with short skirts or shorts.
I see. All right, next for you.
Also my calves.
That petite
I don't
leg
think
ratio.
my legs are built for that. Because, when I have something covering and, connecting to the boot, it's oh, my God. Look at that. Who knows how long that leg is, but I just have shorts on. No. Anyways. But, yeah, knits. I love knit sweaters.
The worst ones, though, are those ones that have, holes in them. So then you think you're going to be warm, and then you're freezing because it's, the wind's
I thought
blowing
you were gonna
through
say
it.
when you get a hole in them. That also really
that also
sucks. Because you're
But, I prefer these ones more because there's, not any... But, the crocheted kind. Sometimes they just get too holey, and then you're, kind of vulnerable.
Oh,
you might as well be wearing nothing.
Yeah. I have a lot of long sleeves to wear under those.
Yeah.
It gets chilly. Okay, next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have number 2, I have cheesy school carnival.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just like nostalgia. I mean, yeah, it's basically just like nostalgia. Just like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to cheesy school carnivals anymore. I don't know how to explain it,
Well, I
though.
guess I didn't have that to like it.
Really?
No.
You ever did like a cakewalk?
No. What's that?
You don't know what a cakewalk is?
No, what is that?
Bro, it's some white people shit.
What is
Actually, I feel like the history is actually like might be complicated, but I actually don't
That's
know.
the most white people way to say that. What is a cake walk?
Oh, but you just walk around it's so dumb. Like, you just walk in a circle, and there's, like, numbers, and they, like, and there's, like, music playing, and then you, like, and then the music stops, and, like, you stop on your number, and then they, like, spin a wheel, and whatever number it lands on, you get, like, a prize.
That's so obscure.
Is that, like, actually, like, what a cakewalk is?
Because that doesn't even sound...
No, I know, it sounds so lame. But, well, I mean, that's, why it's kind of funny, because it is really lame. But, like, a cakewalk, also the expression.
There's an expression?
Yeah.
Like that's a cakewalk? Like easy?
Easy as cake?
Yeah.
Wait. That was a cakewalk? Yeah.
That's why I thought
easy
that
as pie.
started and ended as an expression.
What is a cakewalk? Yeah, it's just a prize walk. You just, like, freaking walk around. Okay, here it is. But it says the cakewalk was a dance developed from the prize walks held in the mid-19th century, generally at get-togethers on black slave plantations before and after emancipation in the southern United States. Ew.
That was so full circle so quick.
Yeah, the cakewalk was a pre-Civil War dance originally performed by slaves on plantation grounds. See, I knew it was weird because I'm pretty sure I remember learning about it in dance history. But that's how we do it now.
Well, I'm glad you have fond memories of your cakewalk. Maybe that's where it is. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Okay, can we move on?
Yeah.
Can I change it? To haunted houses?
Can I recant anything I said in Positivity Cakewalk?
There's also, I don't even know. The more I think about it, the more I feel like this is not. Anyways, whatever.
Okay, so mine is pretty colors, and what I mean by that is the natural pretty colors, the leaves turning and all that. It's for Reno folks, but when you're driving southwest on the McCarran Loop, and you're like passing like the Collin Ranch area, and you can see like all those trees like kind of down that road.
Well, that's just the best part.
That's just so beautiful.
Of McCarran, anyways.
Yeah, your next one.
Number 3, coming in at number 3, I have soup.
I also have soup as
and
number 3.
Yeah, that's it. No further explanation.
I have a soup, smiley face, iced to hot. The transition of beverage as well.
Yeah, see, I don't have that transition in beverages.
If I'm walking to class, I'm getting a hot beverage. But if I'm going to be just sitting, I'm getting a cold beverage.
I'm not getting hot beverages in fall. In, like, the dead of winter when I am, like, sad. Maybe.
That medicine ball from Starbucks.
To just, like, hold while I'm, like, walking on campus. Because holding an iced beverage.
Miserable.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So I don't even like hot coffee.
I'll
accept it.
It's never hot coffee
in, like,
usually.
The dead of winter.
It's usually hot tea.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going for a hot tea.
Exactly.
Like, coffee is no longer...
I would rather have hot tea than hot coffee.
Yeah, hot coffee is not a thing.
Yeah. Anyways. At number 4, I have costume parties. And just costumes in general. I fucking love putting together costumes. It's like one of my favorite pastimes.
You're also pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Like, you really, like, get into the vibes.
Yeah. Now, you know, I have, like, short old lady hair.
If you look like Kira, you're probably just better off dressing as Shrek. Do you have any plans? Anything brewing? Or is that to be released next time?
Actually, I mean, I do. I have nothing, like, I haven't, like, really set, like, because I haven't bought anything. Also, I'll, like, start thrifting, like, months in advance. Or sometimes I have, like, a continuous list of costumes. And, like, for example, for the fairy godmother, I was just thrifting, and I stumbled upon the dress. And I was like, this is my time now. Anyways.
My number 4 is low electricity bill. Best open window sleep.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
It's also because it's not, like, absolutely freezing yet. So you can actually just enjoy the coolness before winter comes and then also just ruins your electricity bill all over again.
Yeah. You can actually, like, open the window to, like, cool your house down.
And it feels so good.
Yeah.
And just, like, having it blow in your face when you're asleep. The best sleep happens in the fall.
Yeah.
Like that movie level sleep where you're, like, at, like, a Harry Potter vibe kind of sleep.
Yeah.
That's a fall nap.
Yeah. Crisp. Mm-hmm. Crispy sleep. Mm-hmm. I get to bring my favorite blanket back under your bed.
Oh, yeah. You just get so cozy.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
oh, my God, and you can cuddle again.
Yeah.
Bruh, like, get off me. Get away from me.
At least you don't have a train.
Yeah.
You guys don't know this, but the train is so obscenely loud from, if my windows are open,
well, it's like
insane.
right next to your house. Like, I can hear the train in my house.
And it's not next to your house.
And it's not next to
you
my
live
house.
3 miles away from me. And I live like 300 yards, if that. Yeah. Like, I don't.
You can see the train from your window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like, on a bad day, I could jump out my window, run across the street, and hop on the train tracks.
Yep.
Yeah. What's your number 5?
Coming in at number 5, I love this one. Oh my God. So basically, just like the weather getting colder at this point, it finally matches the school vibe. Like, it makes you want to be, like, more studious. Like, it goes with, like, an academic aesthetic. And so, like, literally, I feel like studying is, like, better now.
Yeah.
Because, like, when it's hot,
no. When you can be outside.
Being in the library on, like, leather seats with your shorts just sticking to it, not the vibe.
Well, also, like, when you could be thinking about all the other things you could do
outside.
There's so many other things to be doing.
Once, like, outside activities, like, aren't a possibility anymore, you're like, wow, I can just stay in and read.
Yeah. That actually is similar to my number 5. Mine is cozy activities return.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we're not doing in the summer? A puzzle.
A puzzle.
You know what else we're not doing in the summer? Legos.
Isis loves puzzles, and it was like May, and she still wanted to do puzzles, and we were like, no. Puzzles are winter activities.
It's actually ridiculous because I'm so excited to do a fucking puzzle again. Well, especially because we have that extra table now. We can have a puzzle table.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's exciting, actually.
With that bright-ass overhead light.
I hated doing them on your
coffee table. I know.
Oh, good time.
So good.
Okay, that's going to be great.
Anyways, the things we hate.
So, number 1, I hate even, like, bringing this up. But I just, like, have to get it out there. But for number 1, I have PSL.
I also have PSL.
The infamous pumpkin spice latte. It's so, like, I don't even like want to talk about it. Like, I don't even want to give it
the time of day.
The breath. Because it's so over talked about. I mean, like, you know.
But it's like so it's like the problem with PSL isn't that it exists. The problem with PSL is that it's a personality trait. It's like the same. It's Stanley Cup adjacent.
Yes, white girls.
Well, I also have like it's anything PSL / artificial. I love warm. I love nutmeg. I love cinnamon. I hate the artificial nutmeg, cinnamon smells and tastes and flavors.
Yeah. Also, just like this kind of goes into my next one, but like just forcing it into just like things that just
don't need
it. That's annoying. Like in every kind of doodly bop.
Pumpkin spice salad dressing.
Oreos, yeah.
Your Oreos.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what's annoying. Because it's on its own. It's, like, in a pumpkin pie.
Right. Where it belongs.
Like, hot apple cider. Amazing.
One more thing on this. I would rather a hot latte with cinnamon on top.
Yeah.
Than a PSL. I would rather a chai latte.
A Mexican mocha. I love a Mexican mocha.
And so, like, PSL almost, like, ruins all the other, like, inherently wonderful fall beverages.
Right. And, like, spices.
Just, anyways. What's your number 2?
Yeah. Okay. My number 2 is bad home decor / home goods / flannel / forced.
That's my number 6.
Forced flannel fall flavors and flambéed flugans.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah. As I've gotten older, I think I've just like come to the decision, especially now given like my house, that like you don't have to dress your home for like a season. Especially because I feel like people more like to do it for fall and winter. I don't know. I have an entirely pink living room and blue cabinets in my kitchen. So it's like if I just slapped flannel everywhere, that would look horrendous.
I feel like people go into Target and they go into Home Goods and they like see something pumpkin and they're like, I've never seen this before. Let me take it home. And then you either fall into two aesthetics. Everything is that ugly ass orange, purple, green, black. Like traditional Halloween.
Yeah. Like primary color Halloween.
Yeah, primary color Halloween. Or then you fall into Montessori Halloween. Right, Halloween. Like, and it's all neutral
dusty
pumpkins, off-brown pumpkins, white pumpkins. And everything is neutral, which then is equally... So now it just looks tacky because it fits with your home vibes, but it's not fun.
I don't...
See,
I'm kind of conflicted on where I stand this year. Because as of right now, I kind of have no intentions to decorate. But I still kind of want to. But I'm like, so I'm not sure how I feel about like a pink pumpkin.
That's fine. You could do pink, purple, yellow.
I feel like you can get more away with like Halloween, like tacky Halloween decoration. Because like... It's just fun at the end of the day. Even if it looks like shit.
It's fun. Well, I was going to say, so the main decorations that I'm thinking about putting up is the tacky-ass candles. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to hang candles from my windowsill, top of my windowsill. I'm thinking about doing it there.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about getting...
On the fan?
I was thinking about getting some candle holders, like... not as much pumpkin skeleton as possible. So I'm trying to do like Halloween adjacent. So I'm going to do like a candelabra?
Oh.
Is that what it's called?
Are those the...
Candlestick holders.
Wait, what are those called?
I think it's called a candelabra.
Candelabra? I think that's right.
Yeah? It could be wrong.
It's definitely something like that.
We get what we're talking about then.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about getting like a table runner and putting that on one of my tables and then just having candlesticks all fall, just melt onto it.
Candelabra.
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 Candelabrum and candelabra. Like, can we get some pronunciation? I think it's candelabra.
Just give me some Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Candelabra.
Play the bitch.
Candelabra.
Cool. Wait, what did
I say right? I think I might have said candelabra.
Candelabra, yeah. But
whatever.
Close enough.
I think most people call them a candlestick holder.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's like the difference between like a big spoon and a ladle.
Yeah.
So, thinking about that, And then I don't think I'm going to do any spider webs. And that's about all I think I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. And maybe like a bloody handprint somewhere.
Ooh. You know what? I totally forgot. I have like a black hole half bath downstairs. Mm-hmm. Like half of it's painted black, and it has some like vague space decor and some like trippy posters. And it has like a big chunky candle holder, and it currently has in lipstick a smiley face with like X's for the eyes. Mm-hmm. I feel like I might just dress up my bathroom. Like
that would get it out of your system. Because
I could put like anything in there. Yeah. Like the very traditional Halloween.
You could also do your reading nook area that you're... Ooh, yeah. That'd be a good place.
That'd be a good place to go more like dusty...
Halloween.
Dusty fall.
Yes. Anyways.
Or Halloween.
What's your number 2? What's your number 3? Oh, okay. So... This is what I was saying, like we were going to come back to, but bad/cheap costumes. Just like Spirit Halloween, just like hurts my soul. The thought of like the fabric, I'm just imagining like that fabric with like Velcro on the shoulders for some reason. And it's like that whole, I would literally rather see you in a sheet with the eyes cut out. You probably hate my costumes, yeah, because I go tacky cheap. But it's also for like 3 years in a row, I went tutu.
See, that's fine. I honestly feel like for like so many costumes, your body just needs to be like one color.
Right.
And then you have some like ears or like some like whatever the...
Like
heck,
one time
like
I was
one accessory that like... gets the point, and then like the color
like one time I was a jack-o'-lantern, so I did like jack-o'-lantern makeup, and then I wore all black with an orange tutu.
Right. Which I would rather see like your own clothes than
garbage.
Expensive
garbage. It's just also hard to tread the line between creative and fun and like sexy.
Yeah.
And that's just... Which one do you want to be this year? It's so hard. All right. My number 3 is malt candy. Ooh. I hate the circle ones.
Oh, malt balls?
Yeah, but
Maltese?
What is that brand called?
Whoppers.
I fucking hate them. I just don't like...
Whopper.
I don't...
Junior, double, triple, Whopper. Have you heard that song?
No.
Oh my God.
But I don't understand why they're even popular. Like malt milkshakes too. Like it's such a common thing to get it malt.
I actually love malt.
Why?
I don't even know. It's like... It's almost like...
You like the candy?
I don't love the candy because the chocolate's shitty and it's like...
But that's what goes into a malt milkshake, right? They're just throwing that shit in there, right?
Yeah. It's like that powder. But I like the flavor of it that it gives. Because it gives like a... kind of a yeasty, like oaty... Not like oaty, but like grainy. Because it's like a grain byproduct. It's like a barley byproduct.
I don't care what it is.
So it's like...
so gross. Maybe we need to go to Mel's and you need to order one and I need to take a sip.
Yeah.
And I need
to
do
it side by side.
And see how much I really hate it. But I hate that candy specifically.
Yeah. It's hard to pick it up. It's a very subtle flavor in milkshakes that I feel like you have to do a really like side by side to be like, oh, that is the malt in here. But yeah, we should do that. We should do a little side by side.
And it's also only a fall. It never shows up for the rest of the year. It is only prevalent in the fall.
Yeah.
And I don't know
common Halloween candy.
I don't even know why they still sell it. Like I don't
I mean, I used to eat them as a kid. Like I would eat them.
I would get those for Halloween and I'd cry.
Yeah, I didn't really mind them.
All right, what's your next?
Okay, coming to number 4, not much need for explanation, but I don't like scary movies.
I don't either.
I like Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's it. I don't like horror.
I don't either.
I don't like the genre.
I don't know. Thriller is about as close to uncomfortable as I'm willing to get.
Oh, right.
Like some thriller is almost damn near to horror. Like, but for the most part, thriller is
There's like some
boundary.
There's like some really good horror movies, or like I have the desire to watch like some of the classics. I don't know. But
I watched Human Centipede.
Oh,
it was so bad.
I haven't seen it.
I don't even know if it's horror. It's like, it's not. Maybe it is horror. I don't remember. I watched it in high school, and I just remember being fucking angry and like upset that someone came up with some shit like that.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty sensitive to like media and like especially like movies, especially like really psychological ones. Like it can send me into like whole existential crises. But
I
it's
see
like
what you did there.
Like, you know, I think it really like kind of can affect my well-being, and so I will watch them occasionally, and I can be better sometimes about brushing them off, but I would just rather not.
Well, they're like so, especially like psychological.
I would probably never feel the need to like rewatch
one.
Yeah,
ever.
like I would never be like, ooh, you know what I'm in the mood for? Like a rewatch of.
Ew, no. Mine is, and this is funny because you liked this. I hate pumpkin patches. I think they suck.
Dude, I actually considered putting this on my hate list, but I was like, I don't hate them, but
they're never what you want them to be.
Ever. I totally
agree. And it's
agree
really
with
frustrating
that.
because it's like
I don't know what it is.
Almost like what the fuck for? Like it's like, and like even like in Reno, I've just never been to
the one in Reno is terrible.
I've just never been to a good one. I just don't understand.
Dusty.
Like in my brain, I think of carnival with like apple bobbing and community and happiness.
Right.
And then you go and you're just like, what is this commercial bullshit?
Yeah, you smell the dust and straw.
And then and then you see the sad horses and the really shitty carnival rides. And it's just never like...
You know, it's weird.
And I don't know if we just live in the wrong geographical location for it. Like maybe there's like peak pumpkin patches.
I actually think the one in my area is like not bad.
Maybe that's what I have to go visit.
I think we should go check it out. It's 100 times better than the one in Reno.
I've never been to the one in Reno,
for sure.
But I just...
The one in Reno is sad.
They are sad. I just think pumpkin patches, it's like you want it to be like a mini Disneyland kind of thing. And it's just not. And it hurts.
Yeah, I think like Apple Hill is a much better time.
I think it sucks too, though.
I don't know. But it's like better experience than just going to like a store to buy apple jam.
Definitely. It's definitely something worth doing once a year, but that's what I'm saying. There are certain things like the pumpkin patch where I want it to be something that I'm like looking forward to all year, and I'm like, I can't wait till I can do it.
Yeah. And you can definitely way overhype them in your mind.
And then you go and you're like
oh.
Yeah.
No, you have to really like lower your expectations in your mind. But this year I'm excited to go and like check out wineries and
Me too.
Hoopla. Hoopla! Okay. Last but not least. Ew. Actually, ugh. Okay. So my fifth and final no good, yucky ghoul goblin goulash. So honestly, I think the music is pretty bad. And
this is Halloween.
and I feel like music is like sadder.
Right, you can't listen to sad music in the fall and winter because it's too sad.
Well, but like people do. Like rainy day music, I don't know, it gets so into like just shitty indie, like rainy, blah, which I listen to a lot of that. Don't get me wrong. But I just will say in general, it gets more sad. And then Halloween specific music, I think is like not good.
And then you go right into the Christmas.
The fucking Monster Mash. Why is that like where we stopped in making Halloween
and like
music?
there's like Thriller, which is fantastic, but why do we have one of that?
Right, exactly. Like I feel like it's so limited. It's like 5 songs that were created like over 50 years ago. Like I don't know why we stopped
creating Halloween music.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to reach out to Mariah Carey and tell her to come out with the Halloween.
I don't even know. Like I would rather have like Thunderstorm, like ghost noises in the background.
I agree, actually, because that's just like is a vibe. As for the other one, we'll also
mash.
The monster mash. Anyways, my last one is you eat too much and you walk too little, and it makes me sad.
Yeah,
because I think the other thing is like I already don't like to walk long distances for no reason, but like as soon as the weather starts dropping, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even parking the car. I'm like, hey, pull up to the front of the grocery store. I'm a run in. Mm-hmm. And so that gets really sad. And then also we're talking about nutritional value, like depletes completely in food over the winter, other than like in a stew or a soup. And then there's all this like baking bread and making pie and like all these things that I really want to consume, but I have no justification for it. And you know what doesn't sound fun? Tennis in the winter.
Yeah.
Or any of the random things that we can do for slight physical activity. It's gone. Mm-hmm. No catch in the park. So I guess like for me, I'm really excited. I wanted to put like food on my like love list, but I realized that one of the biggest downsides of the food and the candy and the pie and the cake is that we become very stagnant.
Yeah. Well, it's time to hunker down and
get fat.
Conserve energy.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it.
That's it.
We fucking can't wait for I can't wait for October. I'm excited for our upcoming episode because Kira's birthday's coming up, Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
It's pretty much both of our favorite holidays are up there. And I guess it's going to be it's exciting to like kind of turn the switch on in our mind of like what mode we're going into and just kind of powering through and enjoying the last like fall, winter. I don't want to say sucks, but like this is like the last positive. It's kind of like in Antarctica where it goes like dark all
January.
Yeah. And then February you're so optimistic and it's still bad. But yeah, like this is like
you really gotta soak it in.
Yeah, you gotta really get it in to help you like power
before
through.
There's just nothing.
Desolate
to
death.
Enjoy. Anyways, also like an update on like if I do get a pink pumpkin.
Oh, and we will also be posting on our Instagram 13 movies for October.
Yeah.
And we'll be watching them together. And if you guys want to tap in and watch it with us, that'd be really fun. But yeah, we'll put our watch list.
13 spooky spookers.
That aren't really spooky
for
spookers.
The season. Yeah.
And we're like goofy goobers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for joining us. This was Crisis with
Kira
and Isis. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.